so you just saw a textbook example of point source pollution, and I went ahead and did some water quality monitoring on a variety of parameters here. Point source pollution is quite simply water pollution that can be traced to a single point source, such as the end of that pipe discharging water into what is Silverbow Creek here. We are going to be looking and using this as an example of nutrient pollution. About a half a mile upstream from where this pipe dumps its effluent into the stream is Butte's sewage treatment plant, and so we're going to be looking at nutrient contamination in the stream here. Did some parameters here. The dissolved oxygen is one of the things that really shows nutrient impacts in a stream because of all of the plant growth that is a result of the nutrients in the water, which can be defined as just any soluble materials, nitrogen and phosphorus, nitrate, phosphate. Those are your two most common nutrients that causes an unnormal or abnormal growth in vegetation within the stream. When that vegetation isn't photosynthesizing or producing oxygen into the water, it is decomposing and respirating, which serves as an oxygen sink. And you can see that at 9 o'clock this morning, which isn't when you would see it at its most pronounced stage, just by looking at the dissolved oxygen levels above the discharge and below the discharge. The DO, dissolved oxygen below the discharge, was 3 milligrams per liter, which is below the threshold of trout and most aquatic organisms, whereas it ran about 9 milligrams per liter above. Well enough oxygen to support trout. The other things that we looked at were temperature. The discharge increases the temperature of the stream by 6 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pH lowers by almost a full conductivity unit. We got to look at some of the things in the stream here too that are indicative of nutrient pollution, and you can see right here in the near side of the stream where the effluent hasn't had a chance to mix in with the water upstream. You can see that abnormal vegetation growth in the stream, whereas just 5 feet on the other side of it you see no pronounced vegetation growing in the stream. The oxygen depletion in this Silverbow Creek below the sewage treatment plant is very well documented. It's been monitored over a 24-hour time, so we have a much better idea than just that snapshot in time I just provided you. In the pre-dawn hours, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., when these plants are in full respiration mode and not photosynthesizing, the dissolved oxygen levels in Silverbow Creek from this point downstream approximately 5 miles falls to 0 or negligible levels. And let me tell you, this site smells bad. It is a sewage treatment outfall, and that's exactly what it smells like. So before you even put a probe or a test strip in the water, you know something's going on.